Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am excited. Okay, here we go. All right, welcome. I am MarieYolaine Toms. I am a restorer of dignity. I am the CEO of Community to Community and Focus Fire. And I'm welcoming everybody here to our actually first Restoring Dignity Live with C2C. I could think of no better guest to have today. So, Community to Community is a nonprofit service and development organization based in New York, working in Petit Guave, Haiti, my dad's hometown. And what we do is development with dignity by creating self sufficient communities by working with the community. And I could show you better than I can tell you. So, take a look.
Community's vision is development with dignity. No shame, no pity. We amplify dignity and progress led by the people of Petit Guave. In a world too often defined by headlines, something incredible is happening. Communities here don't just survive, they are working hard to thrive. Community to Community is working with the people of Petit Guave to restore vital resources. A much-needed canal is built one hand at a time. Roads are carved into a mountain with simple tools, bringing safe passage to their children and elders. This is development with dignity. And while access to continuous healthcare is saving lives, trees planted today will nourish future generations. Each person is building, planting, and teaching. We are not the heroes. You are. The person willing to support this movement and say, yes, I want to be a restorer of dignity. Join Community to Community.
I love that video. I know we made it, but I still love it. Do you ever notice that when you're driving like in the countryside, you go by like those fields and fields and fields of different like vegetables? And do you ever notice that you've never seen a corn stalk by itself? You see a cornfield, right? And research has shown that we grow better together. We grow faster together. We go further if we go together. So even in a cornfield, underneath the ground is an intricate network of communication and support that is happening. And C2C is like that we are not a corn stalk by ourselves, that we are in a cornfield of donors, partners, friends, here in the US as well as on the ground. And that is how we've been able to be here for the last 15 years. And this year is really important to us because we're 15 to showcase some of our partners, some of our friends, some of our supporters, and just general awesome people doing great things. And so we came up with Restoring Dignity because that is our mission and our vision. And I'm excited for multiple things that are happening. As many of you know, we are having our third annual Gérard and Ghislaine Euseb, that's my father and my mother, Golf Classic this September 18th, 2025 at Pelham Bay Golf Course here in New York. And we're excited for not only to have it, but what it represents. Which is to raise funds to build a health and wellness center, much like what you saw in the video, to build this health and wellness center for the folks on the mountain so that women don't have to walk 2 hours down a mountain while in labor trying to give childbirth, that the elders can get the medications that they need, the children can get vaccinated, and that the center itself is for health and wellness and also business development. So there's much more to say about that we'll be continuing to talk about for the rest of this year. But today we are focused on bringing a guest who is close to my heart, and definitely has God's light shining through her. So I'm honored to introduce someone whose voice and story truly embodies the spirit of community to community. Monique Sade is not only a gifted singer and strong songwriter, but she's also a woman whose journey of creativity and purpose has connected her deeply to our mission of restoring dignity. Her songs say what we feel, but may not be able to say out loud. And so I can speak for myself. Sometimes when I hear them, I feel like, yeah, that's how I feel. And it brings me some comfort that someone is expressing how I'm feeling, right? So I'm going to bring Monique on to talk about her journey with C2C and with where she is now in her music, because she's actually like dropped some really awesome music. But I'm going to let her tell the big news that we wanted to share with you. So, Monique, are you here? Are you there? Are you everywhere? You're muted, my friend.
There we go. I am here. Can you see me? Can you hear me?
I can.
Fantastic. I'm so good to be here.
I want to also say that through continuing to just introduce you to everyone who's here, that through her music, Monique brings healing, hope, and joy. And through her partnership with C2C, she's using her gifts to make an even greater impact. From her songwriting journey to her heart for community, Monique is living proof that when art meets purpose, lives are transformed. And I'm just excited to welcome you here, Monique Sade.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor. This is so nostalgic and so impactful to be able to reconnect again, and just create some excitement at the buildup of the many years of work you guys have put in. And so I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being available, first of all. I'm going to take you way back. I'm going to take you back to the trip. Go back in your mind. First of all, what made you even want to be a part of the work that C2C is doing? How did you even come to be in the C2C stratosphere?
That's a great question. I don't remember all the details. What I do remember is you were connected through my parents.
Yep.
Like we met through my parents.
Yep.
And it was like you became a family friend, a household name in our house. And my dad had mentioned the work that the partnerships that was taking place between Baraka Baptist Church and C2C, or just the network that God was knitting hearts of different people towards Haiti. And you were one of the names that was starting to come up some time ago. And I just remember, I feel like there was an invitation to join you guys. I don't know how I got there, but that's not the first time I've been invited to go to Haiti for an organization that's separate from my dad's church. And I feel like God was definitely allowing me to be a part and be a little bit of the stitching and the knitting of what God was doing to restore and heal Haiti, even if it was through a song. So I was excited to go, pack my guitar. We figured out how I was going on this trip. I hopped on the flight with you guys, and the rest is history, a beautiful history.
Yeah, I remember how much joy that you brought, but we'll get into that. Let's learn a little bit about you, your journey in music. Like, how did that start? And where do you feel like you are now?
So grew up in a very musical household, and being a part of a church where my immediate family and extended family were all part of the music department, it made it easy to express music and have an outlet on a weekly basis. So I was getting training from 4 years old and being on stage and having stage presence and being musically inclined, and whether it was piano lessons. But my strongest area of performing arts is in singing. I picked up the guitar later in my 20s, but I spent all of my child rearing age up until my 20s, 30s, just expressing art through worship music. And then finally picking up the guitar in my 20s. And I guess I had a strong desire to have access to an instrument that didn't have to plug in. I could just take and go. Because I just knew in me was this traveler spirit. Like, I just need to be able to pick up and go, sit anywhere and create. And the guitar was that instrument. So a really lovely missionary that we housed for a couple of years gave me my first guitar. She gifted it to me, and I have not put it down since. And so my musical journey has led me to not just singing, but then training other people to do what I do in corporate worship spaces. And that has led me to connect with other songwriters. And most recently, a team of songwriters called Mercy Tribe in Florida has adopted me. And we had recorded a whole album during the hurricane last September. And we're now releasing some of the music, and some of which was released this past Thursday. And so we're so excited to have to be able to pioneer female songwriters in any context. And so
I support that 100%. So take us back. What do you remember about going up the mountain? What do you remember about your trip when you traveled with C2C?
I remember it was body work. I mean, it was physical work. I remember the camaraderie. I remember the faces, or just the lightheartedness, the smiles, and the willing spirits. Everybody on the team there was such a focusedness. Is that a word? There was a focus spirit amongst the team, knowing why we were there. It was a unified vision. We were there to help the people of Petit Guave. Whatever capacity, if you were a doctor, if you were we were there together. There was such a togetherness. Every moment we spent most of the time together, and it was really unifying. And so by the time we climbed up the mountain to get down into the mountain, it was like a up and in kind of thing. We just spent hours and hours of the day with the people. I just recall just being part of putting my hands on whatever we needed to do to get the job done. Leading up to going on the trip, I just remember something about water gives me inspiration. So taking a shower and I hear a song on this mountain. And it was like a download, full version. And I kind of teased it out that week, and it was ready for the trip. And so I think I sent pieces of it to you, and leading up to all the meetings and sharing some of it. And I'm even getting a fresher this past week as I'm just thinking about the song, a fresher vision of what the song meant. And I just thought it was a great song, but I didn't know how meaningful it was going to be for us as a community to have a unifying sound behind what we were doing. So the lyrics that came to me were very revelatory of what we were doing. We're going on a mountain because we were compelled by love to help people. That was like what. It's like we hummed it throughout the trip. We sang it together. We sang it to each other, to the people. So it was just, and sometimes you just think, oh, I like music, but this was like, no, this is a sound that precedes movement, that precedes something greater. And so that's what I remember. I just remember constantly having moments together for a common vision.
It's too early. It's way too early. Make me cry. Way too early. I didn't even know that part of the story of how it came to you. I didn't know that. That was going to be my next question. Like, how did you come to even that point? And then to hear the title for me was just so on point, On This Mountain. Like, there could be no other name. And you're right. I don't know if you remember this, but remember on the trip, we had planned to go up the mountain every day, but it was raining. You remember, there was a torrential downpour. Of course, it was hurricane season. And we were in the conference room at the hotel, and it was you and Edwidge actually who were singing, keeping people's spirits up, because we had like 39 people. There was the group of the nurses, there was the local people, there was our team, and to keep their spirits up. And when everybody started to sing together, and you were telling them the chorus and they replied to you, folks are still talking about that. Folks are still talking about that, how we just came together. And I think what the lyrics and the song reminded us was, no matter how much discomfort we were feeling or disappointment because we couldn't go up and things didn't go exactly the way that we planned them, we were determined, not desperate. We were determined. And that was when we decided who was going to go. So as soon as we got a break, we figured out who was going to go up there and continue everything, because the mission was still the same. Nothing had changed. Right? So I want to say thank you just for letting God use you, number one, and letting the words and the song and the melody and everything else come through you. On the water, in the showers where I get all my stuff too. I'd be in the shower for 7 hours if I could. I love it's the shower, it's the beach, it's those things for me, the rain. I love that. So I'm really I'm excited and I'm glad. And I know that you have a special announcement to make. So I will turn as they say, the mic over to you for all of this has culminated to here.
Yes. And after I make my announcement, I have one more memory I want to share.
Okay, you can share the memory if you like. You can do the memory.
Yes. I remember when it was raining and we couldn't get the truck up the mountain. It was just this steep slope. And it felt like, Lord, will we ever make it off the mountain? And I just remember feeling this pit of like, how is this going to work? Like the mud and the wheels and it's spinning and it just feels like it's hard enough to walk, but to get a vehicle, it felt like imminent, like stuckness. Like you just like, how are we gonna get out? How? And I remember hearing Edwidge praying, and it pushed my hope into a different place. Like, no, we're getting off the mountain because we have work to finish. There is no getting stuck because there's a work to be done. And so sometimes it was literally borrowing each other's faith and hope and courage and to get through the moment. I just remember feeling like this feels impossible. But now here we are years later looking back going, but it was possible. And so moments like that never leave because it pushes you to a place of it can feel this way for now, but the work will continue because there's a greater power behind it, and that's the love of God. So my announcement to make is that I will get to premiere this song at the Gerard and Ghislaine UCB 3rd Annual Golf Classic. And I'm excited to be sharing a formal version of it as well as an in-person version of it. We are recording and getting it ready for people to have in hand and streamable to share with people around them. So we want you to come. We want you to experience this. It's going to be a great occasion, and it's going to be full of life and love.
That's the only thing you know how to do. So I know I can count on you for that. I am so excited. We've been talking about this for a while. So the fact that it's actually going to happen makes me super excited. And I want to make sure, because I did like eBlast saying that I'm not going to put it out here. I'm not going to you're going to be the one to announce it, which thank God that has happened. I'm a beg off though for at least like a humming or little melody or something, so people can just give them a taste a little bit. And I will share with everyone. It is Thursday, September 18th at Pelham Bay Golf Course in the Bronx in New York. And you can go to c2chaiti.org and all of the information is there. And if you're not a golfer, totally fine. We actually have a golf clinic that is going to happen that day. For the folks who had said to me, man, I wanted to come, but I'm embarrassed. I don't know how to golf. No problem. I don't know how to golf, but I'm learning too. It's actually a pretty zen kind of sport, to be honest.
It is.
Also, join us for lunch. You absolutely have to, because that is where Monique will be performing. And you can donate. You can be there in spirit. So, and you can sponsor as well. But like I said, all roads lead to C2Chaiti.org. You will see the pop-up. It will say third annual Jean. Okay, now I'm going to have a moment. I was going to say Jean Girard Ezeb Golf Classic, which is what it's been called for the last 2 years. But when my mom passed away in February, we added her name. So that is why it is the Girard and Ghislaine UCB golf. Right? My brother John said that. He's like, we're adding her, right? And I was like, 100%. So when you go and when you join us, this love that Monique is talking about for each other, for the people we serve, we want to attract that more. And I want folks to know where their funds are going to that are donating. And Monique will be back again. I can promise you that, because post, we're going to have a whole other conversation when it's like out there, and everybody can see it, hear it, and be a part of it. Yeah, I'm going to say I will give you an opportunity. I'm going to say don't make me cry, but we both know that's not going to. I'm going to let that all the way go right now. And share with us your gifts, my friend.
How much?
Not
a lot.
Okay. I'm going to say humming and melody. No, they got to come hear the words.
Okay, they got to come hear the words.
Look. That's just on you humming and la-la-ing that I got. I am so very excited, like I said, that you are going to be releasing this. I don't know if other folks have a theme song. Like, I didn't even know that that was a thing to want to have. But when you shared that, I knew that was like, this is our song. It says everything that we do, everything we've done, and everything we want to do. That it's all in one song. And I'm very excited for folks to hear it. I'm very excited to share you with everybody, because I feel like you're a best kept secret, and I'm done with that.
Thank you.
Saying that out loud so everybody can hear it. Yeah, you should not be a secret. Your talents, your gifts, your abilities are really awesome. So whatever stage, whatever exposure that C2C in general, and me personally, can give to you, I'm going to do that. So
I appreciate you.
Said it, and I know God heard it. So I would say to you to get ready, because eyes have not seen, how the rest of that goes. I appreciate you taking time out for and being with us. And again, you'll be back. This is the first of multiple times. Yes. And truthfully, I look forward to when we are back on the mountain again.
Yes. It'll be so good. It's going to be so good.
That's what, and I know Edwidge would drop everything and come as well. So that would be awesome. And y'all write a whole new song. Word on the street is you taught her how to play guitar or something. So
I did. We were in the process of starting guitar lessons together, and she took off, and she's been doing her thing ever since. But yeah, we started guitar lessons around that season, so it was really, really cool shared skills
I might,
and
I might
talent.
be your next student.
You got it.
I might be your next student. So, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting God use you. And
Amen.
I pray that this song is way bigger than just C2C for you.
Mm,
Thank you for this gift that you've given us. We will honor it and we will protect it as well because it is valuable, arguably priceless for us. And I encourage everybody who's watching, we will see you on Thursday, September 18th, where you can hear the full song and you can get all the feels. You can bring your own, comment ça s'appelle en anglais encore?
goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Thank you. I've been in this country since I was 5 years old. Okay. But I'm at peace that I will be 110 and I will be saying something in English and the English word will not come.
It will escape you.
And it will just be the Creole word, shell de poule. Who says that on a regular basis? Nobody. And I'm like, what is the word? And the word that comes to my mind is it in Creole, not in English.
Listen.
You know, the Creole is powerful. That's all I'm going to say. So again, thank you, everybody. Thursday, September 18th. All of the information is at c2chaiti.org. Head on over there and it'll take you to the site where you can get your golf ticket if you're a golfer. You can do it as an individual, as a twosome. We have enough people that will put you on a team, so don't worry about that. And you can come learn to golf at the golf clinic. You can sponsor, you can donate, or you can make sure that you get your lunch ticket so that you can hear the world premiere of On This Mountain, written and sung by the melodic voice of Monique Sade. The golfers are already in, so they're already excited to hear you. So this is for everybody who hasn't gotten their ticket. So my love, I thank you for making time for me today, and I look forward to September 18th.
Thank you for having me. I love you deeply. We can't wait to see you.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.